happens it's late at night. Where is the action? I'm starry-eyed. Wanna take a leap of faith and don't think twice, think twice. Maybe I could be a lucky charm. Bet your heart on me and help me hear your hunch. I could be a 21, so baby double down. Are you lucky now? 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 Roll the dice. Let's see what happens. It's late at night. Where is the action? I'm starry-eyed. Wanna take a leap of faith and don't think twice, think twice. Maybe I could be a lucky charm. Bet your heart on me and help me hear your hunch. I could be a 21, so baby double down. Are you lucky now? Are you lucky now? Are you lucky now?
Hello, I've unmuted myself for whatever reason. I muted myself. Sometimes I need that in life. Mute button. We are working on Captain Penis today. Happy Thanksgiving for those of you in the USA. Happy Thursday for everybody else. Because I know my Canadian friends celebrated theirs earlier in the month. Let's see. Per usual, my arms are a little loose. You know. So I am getting ready for the last craft fair I have of this year. I had potential to do others, but at the same time, I'm towards the end of the year. I'm all set. We're working on color 336 today. It is a slightly less darker blue than 939. Mini goal, because this is like it's a narrow it's a narrow frame color of the outside of the window that is illuminating Dionysus as he sits in his grapevines. But my mini goal is to get from top to bottom of the page today. And because it's not even a full the widest part of the block is 5 stitches, so it's a whole half a block. So yeah, it's an attainable goal for this particular. But I actually gotta pay attention because there's gaps for another shade of dark blue, which was I was zoomed out a little bit earlier today while working on 336, and I was like, what is this? What are these spots? Why do they look like they're filled in? And I kind of panicked because I didn't have any stitches. I'm like, did I seriously mark off an entire color without actually doing it? Because that is well within my wheelhouse. And the answer is no. No, I did not. I just didn't zoom in far enough to see the symbol. So, yeah. And the symbol for whatever color it is a shaded in box. Mm-hmm. But yeah. I guess after today, I can accept the Christmas season. Maybe after tomorrow, because I have reasons. Hello! Hello. How's the puppy? Anyone who didn't know, PBD got a puppy. Cute ass little boxer puppy. Pup, yeah, oh yeah, puppy stuff. Just puppies, just puppies being puppies. So I am unsure if I will be streaming tomorrow or not. I have to prep for a craft fair that I'm going to. Um, and in addition to that, so husband creature and I after stream are gonna load up the car, go to a parking lot, and swap my bald summer tires that I need to obviously take off and get the good summer tires put on. Um, and we're gonna swap it over to the studs. Because this evening, I thought it was going to be last evening, so I was a douchebag and I covered my car, and now it's just a silver tarp sitting out in the driveway. Oh, oh, oh my goodness, Papa stuff. Um, and then we're gonna go to a parking lot and swap over the bald tires for the snow studs, so that tonight when I try to drive home coming down my hill, I don't do Olympic level car skiing. It's been a few years since I've had to do that. A little rusty. Poor Thor. Pixie does that to Cesar all the time, though. Mm-hmm. I'm over here. I'm looking because like in the filled in picture, there's stuff that starts right there, and I'm like, there's nothing there, and that's because there's nothing there. But my brain is like, did you forget something? No, no. This is just the start of. I haven't even hit 1% on this one yet. I still have like another. I have another 1,400 stitches before I hit even close to 1%. I gotta say, stitching is a little hard for me today. My thumb. I have a part of my thumb that doesn't grow right because dogs. I was making homemade chips and slicing potatoes, and dogs were having a conga line. Uh, they were running around being dogs, and they bumped into me while I was using the mandolin. Mind you, I should have been using the safety, but I slipped and I nicked my thumb real good, and it didn't grow back right. So sometimes when my nail breaks because I have a crappy thyroid, it takes part of the thumb with it, and that just happened recently. So it is healing itself back up. Mhm. And I'm working in the upper corner, which makes it really difficult to aim a camera. Can I aim a camera? I don't know if I can even aim a camera on a good day, so. That's why I'm on the technical end of things and not the production. I'm on the production end, not the technical end. So I know she's not here, but Hutchie Mom and I have been having some TikTok fun. Because my TikTok algorithm thinks I'm on crack, and I giggle at that thought because I occasionally get like the firefighter, the thirst trap essentially. And as soon as I get one, and I look down, and 99.9% of the time, they're from Australia because of Hutchie Mom. So anytime I get a thirst trap from Australia, I make sure to send it to her, and I go, "Hey, here's some more tradies for you." And so it's so funny because sometimes they're they're like real life thirst traps. It's like just your average working man, your average working tradesman just drop it like it's hot. It's so funny. So it's an inside joke with Hutchie Mom and I. I'm almost through 10 lines already. Because I started up here. There's just literally one stitch somewhere in here, and I've already hit a line, but it was not a full line of 10. Oh geez, there's a blue jay outside. Oh, and he's flying past the house. What's he squawking at? We literally have like one blue jay. They loud motherfuckers. He's probably upset that I don't have any birdseed. But yeah, so in today's adventures, there will be snow tires put on, and then I get to work, and then hopefully it's not too awful getting home. Hate not having a thumbnail. Makes picking things up hard. But yeah, I wanted to at least get one day of Captain Penis here today. Because Divine got a whole a whole session, so it's only fair to balance it out. But starting next week, I do not have any overnight shifts at all. Starting December 2nd, I will be back on track to have my normal stream routine. I'm super pumped for that. I haven't had a solid routine in a couple of months, and I can definitely see it in my numbers. And I'm funny enough not even talking about streaming numbers. My hello, and happy Turkey Day to you. Are you doing anything today? He may or may not be paying attention. He's here for more. He's here for moral support. Oh, oh, yuck. I'd offer tradesies, but to be completely honest, I'd rather go change snow tires in the to go change tires in the rain or whatever it's doing outside. It misty. Maybe my windows are just dirty. There's a good chance my windows are just dirty, but I would rather be outside swapping my tires over in the inclement weather. Oh, we had we had our gathering yesterday. It was good. I didn't actually get to eat with them. I got the food. I got the food, and I got to socialize. But I had that whole because my schedule is was unstable, which is another thing I'm completely looking forward to is going back to my stable schedule. Ugh. Hey, see, did you remember to bring home some turnip too? Because I fully enjoy turnip. Last night I was sitting down to dinner with my coworkers, and I had squash and turnip, and they're looking at me. I'm like, this is some good stuff. And we make a lot of fiber jokes because we work with old people. Um, and I'm like, when I talk fiber, I know my fiber. I I think that some more turnip and some squash on their dining menu might help with some of the issues that they have. Because when you work in healthcare, poop is a topic. Well, actually, if you exist around my area, anything can be a topic. If you exist in my space. So I'm hoping once I get used to my routine and back in my groove thing. Oh, sad panda. Eh, I'll be okay. At least we got squash. Pizza is also a very fine choice. Ooh, I have done 15 lines. Sounds so off.
My mind is like a hive. The thoughts intrusive are just bees buzzing to stay alive, distracting
So yeah,
and elusive.
my mini goal,
Hide within my mind and I
the stream,
my thoughts in
hopefully before the end of stream, but if I get it done beforehand,
insanity.
that'll be the end of stream, is to get down to here, from
Down
up
a
here
path to my inner
to
world.
down here.
The complexity
That's the goal
leads
for
me to
today,
ponder, and the depths of my
and I think I can
emotions
do it.
swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming,
Oh, I know you're Canadian.
inspiration
That's part of most of my I think Dragon, I think legitimately Dragon and Husband Creature are my only American fans that tune in.
the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
chaos, I find a refrain.
Most of my peeps are Canadian, so power to the Canadians, and especially now since they seem to have their shit in. Yeah.
You will never understand that this is my norm. And I
Oh, our black market thing can kick back up again, except, I, I, I don't know how it's gonna work. I think you're gonna actually make more money off of us this time instead of like me extorting you. Um, I because you know those fun little tariff things. So we gotta get our black market thing going. We need to we need to work on that. You know, we can stand at the border and throw stuff at each other. And now it can almost be all stuff. Like we can start throwing car parts at each other. Well, Maine has a pretty strong maple syrup industry, so I don't think I'll need to turn to you guys for that. We got some maple syrup going on, and it's pretty good. Um, but I mean, like, I think we might start have to be doing the gas thing, um, some car parts. I don't know. Can you throw skills at one another? Can we? Can we? Can we? Here, I don't know how to do this, and you throw it at me, and all of a sudden I do. That would be such an easier way of learning skills. Oh. Well, I would sacrifice the entire administration for far less than that. There's no love lost. Okay, we gotta go make some friends in Mexico. Dragon, get on that. Oh, so I'm going to have a very limited run of them, but I'm going to make some Granny Square chickens. Because I have run into a plethora of Granny Squares, and I don't have any good use for them, so I'm gonna make them into chicken. But it's gonna be a limited run because I don't make Granny Squares. But I was gifted a knot. Like, I wish I was kidding. I was gifted a knot, and I'm slowly undoing it, and I'm finding Granny Squares. I found a sweater. I'm finding just like foundation stitches. I'm finding all I found what best can be described as crochet pasties. So this is what happens when I have to undo knots. It's oh, Jules, I'm gonna kidnap you, and then you're gonna be stuck down here because I'm gonna blindfold you so you don't know where you are. I'm gonna blindfold you, leave you at Dice Arts. No, blindfold you, bring you here. I almost have space for a guest bit. I worked real hard. Well, I mean, I could. We'd have to clean. I'd have to clean the attic for the two of you though, so you could each have your own like little room. And the attic is a big project. It's gonna be the creature zone in the future, but no, I also agree. Do not recommend. Mhm. Husband creature's downstairs going, please, no more kidnapping. I'm actually technically puppy teething. Little needles of doom. I don't care what breed you got. Little needles of doom. But I currently am being held hostage because oh, my door guardian my door guardian has decided to wander off. My window of opportunity to run away. Pixie likes to lay in the door to tell people where I am. So I currently am in a hostage situation. But husband creature brings up a good point. Is it really a hostage situation if I am where I want to be? That's the rule. The Rune, when he was teething, actually Rune chewed on Bindi when Rune was chewing or teething. I don't think you guys ever did you guys get to meet Rune? Like, was I streaming when when Rune was still around? I forget. He passed in June. I think I started streaming shortly after Rune. I know you guys knew Britta because the Britta and Karen battles. But Rune was my first and so far only puppy. Britta I got at a year, so technically she was still a puppy. But Rune I had since he was 8 weeks old, so I got him as a puppy. And when he was teething, he would chew on Bindi, my first shepherd. And he was ferocious. He had little teeths of doom, and he was a fluff ball too. He was a long-haired shepherd. But yeah, he did little needles of doom. That's all I gotta say about any puppy teething. And then tell Mama to watch out for her underoos, and the more she likes them, the more she should watch out for them, because boy dogs, when they're going through their puberty, they like the lady things. I lost. Yeah. Husband creature's cat used to steal socks. Or I wonder if she still does steal socks, but socks were stolen. Hi, pretty girl. Pig says hi. Right now we are doing a massive loss of fur in this house. It is massive shedding time. It's not the shedding light. I have dog butt. Okay. I do not need dog. You are looking out the window. You are using me for getting under the desk and looking out the. She's wagging her tail about this too. Like she's thoroughly pleased that she tricked me into thinking that she wanted to see me. She just wants to look out my window. Bitch face. Up, Tauros is on his way. Hello, my love. They can't hear you, don't worry. I didn't get Tauros. Yay! The shading is just, it's so subtle in like, because there's a 939 and there's, what is there, 820 in this outside border, and then this is 336 that we're working on right now, and then there's two other colors. There's this line of single dots is a whole nother color, and then these diagonals will be another, and they're all shades of blue. They're all shades of blue. But this is a window pane with the sun coming in. This is a grape leaf. These are grapes here. Dionysus doesn't actually make his own appearance until page 3 or 4. And even when he starts making his appearance, it is only the top of his head. Whereas we get to see Divine very shortly in the next page. Like, we get to start seeing the wolf and Divine very fast. Dionysus is going to lead us on for a few pages. Oh, yeah. I gotta say, Michelle Sayeda, she really likes her blues. But I gotta give her credit. She doesn't use a whole lot of black, whereas a lot of designers with a dark background would just opt to use black. She actually takes the time to design and utilize shading. That's part of the reason I love doing these bigger designs is there is artistry in it. But in the same glorious breath of air, I will be the first to tell you I like to keep my patterns simple and fun. And I'm hoping to, again, since August, I can't even say these past 2 months. Since August has just been a roller coaster ride for me, and I've tried to maintain it best I can, but at the same time, it's just been, oh my goodness. Okay, so I know I said I was only gonna do the box here, but I'm coming down to an area where there's like one stitch over the line, and I'm not that person. I'm going to complete the line. But going over here, it goes all the way down. Oh, every time I look a white buffalo woman, though, worth every moment. She is beautiful. I have absolutely no regrets. I got a lot of beautiful projects done while I was working on her too, and I do hope to. I need to get the commission that I'm working on done. I'm hoping now that with craft fair season closing out, I'm aiming to get that done. And I have it's funny that I'm getting people that, and I'm not fully comfortable in doing it, but I'm getting more comfortable in when random people are like, "Oh, hey, can you make me one?" Responding with, "Yes, this is how much it costs." Um and it'll never be a full comfort for me because I genuinely love just doing arts and crafts, but at the same time, I am starting to respect the time that it takes to do these things and what it takes away from in other areas of my life. So, it's a hard process. It's not an easy path to be like, "Oh yeah, hey, my arts and crafts are actually a a valued skill." For me, it's like, you're just paying for my patience. And I'm gonna, but I'm uh oh, what are you doing over there? She's like, I'm making sure the entire. Oh, yeah, and that's why I have, like, I'm it makes sense because if I do too much cross stitch, like, the motion of cross stitch is different than the motion of crocheting, which is different from painting and whatnot. And so, like, I I have all the range of motion, and then some days I just don't. The art of reading. So I don't know if any of you have signed up for Bridget Berry's email, but I'm gonna toss it along here because I'm gonna try to do some ramping up for her. Black Friday, I think she's having they're having a sale. At least her publisher is having a sale, and I think she has a couple of short stories out. I don't know, but if you haven't signed up for her newsletter, go ahead, sign up for that. And I'm working with her to get her on stream. We gotta figure out what squirrels we're gonna tackle in that. Well, I'm glad that it's not arthritis. I think on like like Craftsy or like Masterclass, like I think Masterclass, there's websites out there that are almost always looking for high-end model paint for teachers, model paint teachers. The phrasing in that is not sticking well in my brain. And I think, Dan, that you could, like, just, you could make it funny, like, start short little clips. How to prime how to prime your minis? Just like fake prime them. Ah, I think you could get a good audience with the. And that's another reason my algorithm gets messed up, because sometimes I pick on Dan, and I send him all kinds of Hey, you lots of Warhammer TikToks. Well, not lots, but enough for my algorithm to send me stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you do it, but to make it funny, you pretend. You can act like it's fake and then have it look like phenomenal and be like, ha ha ha. I don't know. That's kind of like what I'm working on now. If I could get my cameras to, like, with streaming, it works just fine. With streaming, my cameras work beautifully. The moment I want to just do like media, they decide that that I can go fuck myself. It is pretty much how it is. And so I'm working. I gave up on the current coaster that I'm working on, but the next one I'm trying to make like what people think how fast diamond art should go or does go, and then how it actually goes. Kind of like with cross stitch, like how fast people think it goes and like machine speed, and how it actually goes. Uh. um. So one year, I think it was last Christmas, when Per was like, yeah, I saw a fake cross stitch in Michael's, or machine cross stitch in Michael's, and I went to Michael's and I found them. All it is it's stamped on. It's not an actual cross stitch. It's two pieces of thread stamped on in the shape of an X. It's not actually cross stitch. And they're so cheap. So cheap. And they're like charging $30 for them. And personally, I have a very, very funny, and if it doesn't sell at this craft fair, it's gonna become a present. So that reminds me, December 2nd, presents are being turned on again. And the prize, it is a specified prize. It is going to be one of the baby dragons of the color of your choosing. You can pick any 2 colors. I haven't gotten any good at any of the other types of dragons that I have, but the baby dragons I am good at. So presents will be opening up, and your prize will be a baby dragon of colors of your choosing. It will be a conversation because I have yarn coming out of places we don't talk about. But that is December's present. You will get a baby dragon. But that's how I'm going to do presents from now on. I'm going to pick something that either I can make in a reasonable amount of time, or something that I have made that I think you guys will thoroughly enjoy. And one of those is going to be, it's a framed, matted, very cute cross stitch called My Social Battery. And it is on custom dyed fabric, and it is hilarious, and I'll show it off after the season's done because it's packed away right now. But December is a baby dragon. So when you purchase a presents ticket, that is what will be in the pool for you. And it can go to you. I can send it to a friend. I can send it to you so you can give it to a friend. And it will not be ready for Christmas. I'm sorry. Or Yule or Kwanzaa. We're doing the drawing. We'll do the drawing before New Year's Eve, but oh my goodness. I can't win today. Oh, husband creature. I've decided the attic will be called the Creature Cave. Because if both of us have space up there, it will be the Creature Cave. Dun dun dun. But yeah, so in addition to my schedule going back to normal on December 2nd, some other things are coming back into play. Did I just do that one? Yeah. I'm about to hit line 40, so I think I'm about halfway down. Nope, I need to skip one. I need to pay attention to where I am. Oh, we have made feature board. Starting a new piece of string is sometimes a little rough. Gotta get used to the reach again. Oh. Now I'm curious. I want to know how. Okay, so yeah, a page is 100 lines. I don't know if we'll get 100 lines done. Maybe we'll see how far it goes. I would love to because it's only about the equivalent of it's quite literally the equivalent of 50 lines, and I did 40 in my last stream, so it is not out of the realm of possibility, but it is a little bit of a stretch. I mean, if I get down close, I'll be happy. Well, unfortunately, I might have to say goodbye to TikTok as we know it. At least here in America, because we apparently need to be like China. There's actually another place where our soon-to-be administration wants to make us more like, and I'm not keen on that. Yeah, I wish I could say I would never ever be political, but that's not gonna happen. I make no promises. I will not be quiet. Okay. And you're gonna go home and stay home, right, Jules? Right, Jules? Uh, uh, no me gusta, Jules. No me gusta. Hmm. And again, I want everyone who's watching the appreciation I have for you guys. I have been very irregular in my scheduling for the past couple of months. Um, and you guys have stuck by me, so I very much appreciate that. Because I know insanity happens to us all, but I try to be regular. I can loop in earlier conversations. I try to be the fiber of your lives. I can hear the eye rolling. Okay, we just hit line 40. So this is one of the areas where I won't go too far in because this is a block of a pane, um, one of the window panes because it's a fancy multi-pane window because Dionysus can afford fancy. Um, so instead of doing the one or two over, I'll I have a couple more, two two that I'll go over the line for. But after that, it's
A feeling from deep inside, a sense of victory and euphoria. You get us now,
together as one.
united as one.
Okay, united as one.
Our destiny. Release the energy.
Oh, so I've had Captain Planet having rent-free space in my brain, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. Um,
Together as one.
I think it comes from I was listening to the history of the collapse of the USSR, and for whatever reason, the girl from the USSR was one of my favorites. Mind you, I enjoyed Wheeler, the fire from New York, but for whatever reason, I like. I was watching a YouTube video, and I think it was I don't even fully remember what it was about, but they were talking about the USSR and how it was 13 countries that were kind of just unwillingly bound together. And then, and you, this is what makes me giggle. And then in the early 90s, Russia went, fuck you guys, I don't like you anymore, and succeeded. And that makes me giggle because Russia's now like, hey, I want everybody back. Like, let's get the band back together. Because that's kind of what they're trying to do with Ukraine, because Ukraine was once at one point in time part of the USSR. Now a song's in my head, but and it makes me giggle because I'm like, well, after learning that tidbit, like of why the collapse happened, because Russia pulled out and the other 12 were like, okay, bye, like, and they all just dismantled. I know there's much more behind it than the simplification that I just gave, but at the same time, now that Russia's like, hey, we want this and we want this, and they're going, fuck you, and they're getting upset about it. I was like, really? I think it was discussing authoritarianism and democracy around the world and transitions and how those things happen. I like weird stuff on the internet. But yeah, I in these months that I've been very sparse, it's been interesting. It's been a learning experience. Did I really do that? Yeah, I did.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. A feeling from deep inside.
Not a huge mistake.
And euphoria. Look at us now.
I'm gonna leave it there.
United as one. This is our destiny. Release the energy. Stand together. Together as one. We stand here together, united as one. One tribe.
Time to switch the piece of bread. And drop a knitting needle. I only have one knitting needle. I don't know where the other one is. I'm sure I will find it when I undo the knot. Gravity is playing with my camera angle.
Together as one.
At least like it doesn't look like it's. I think it's preparing. To be fair, most of this blue that I'm working on is only around the edges. Once it gets further in, there's a lot of skin tone. Oh. And no, I will not get tired of the inappropriate jokes. That will be will be the basis of this project's creation. Okay. Two, skip one, two. One. Two. My goal for the end of year for hall dance is 1%. My brain gapped. I hate that. Woo! Woo! I folded towels today and I started the dishes, even though I hate them. And I cleaned the cast iron, which the cast iron helps me so I don't have to take iron supplements, but at the same time, why does it have to be so difficult? I'm actually kind of pleased how far down the page I got today. Or am getting down the page. I get to put real pants on after stream. Reached an area where I kind of messed up, so I'm just making sure that where I am at is done properly so that the steak is kept in one area. Because I have definitely learned While it is absolutely, absolutely hands down pain in the ass. Hands down pain in the ass. Frogging and redoing parts of crochet and knitting are far easier than pulling and redoing cross stitches. I'm not gonna say like it sucks any less, because it sucks all the same. Because yesterday I had one baby dragon body left. One. I must have started and restarted that thing at least 10 times in like half an hour. Because I couldn't count to 6. Yeah. Yeah. I had eh, I used to follow Anne McCaffrey's book releases, but she doesn't well she has since passed, but her her books are but I got disillusioned with with hoping books come out with Rothfuss. Let's see if I can- There we back on track. Yay! Back on track. I think that should be a 2025 inside house project is start getting our built-ins built on our living room walls. Because currently we have questionably interesting bookcases, but I think a nice set of built-ins on the walls would be just absolutely gorgeous. Almost 60 lines. I don't think I'm gonna make 100 lines tonight, or today, but 60 is still pretty good. That would be the 60 lines of 5 is 30 lines of 10. So.
preferred, hate and defamation, and we have gone unheard. Act like our existence is something quite absurd. Jump in the distance, we will not go unheard. Hold us down and torture, you barely said a word. But now the time has come, we will not go unheard. Ask now for forgiveness, our wrath you have incurred. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard.
One more line and we'll be at 60 lines. Woo, woo, woo. I like filling in, like, even though there's still obviously holes, filling in a little bit of a gap. Yes, I know. I'm still up here. And the other human is downstairs. I know. I know it. You just want to look out my window again. I know how it is. You gave yourself up. You gave away your secrets. You gave away your secrets. Yeah, she's staring out the window. Crawls underneath my desk just to stare out the window. She pretends she loves me. And I forgot to do a work in progress Wednesday picture of Divine Instinct, but hopefully with getting back into routine, I'll be able to start remembering to start do that again. Start to do that again. English is hard. Ooh, we're starting to gain a pattern. I knew there was one, I just hadn't been able to pick it up yet. And it figures, halfway through, I picked up the pattern. I have to cut another leg. But yeah, I'm gonna back this up and just show. Oops, wrong way. Wrong way. I love those opposites. Yeah, so we started off up here, up at the corner. Really? Really? Gonna do this? Okay. Yeah. We started out up here, and we've gone about halfway down. I'm gonna start fleshing out the grape leaf here soon, but there's a bunch of grapes right here, and window stuff, and
of power arises. From the ashes, new heroes born. An emergence of hope upon the horizon. A sense of victory at the break of dawn. A new time has come. The rise of heroes. Rise up. A new time has come. We shall rise undefeated. With sword and shield at our hands.
Two. Two.
Vanquish the enemy. The rise of heroes.
Okay. But I have at least this section of pattern figured out. I'll change here in a second, but I had to figure it out for a whole 5 row.
A new time has come. The rise of heroes.
You pull me in, push me away. You chase my heart, then hit the brakes. You hold my head underwater until I can't take no more. I wanna breathe you in, baby, but what are we fighting for? Pull me in, push me away. You chase my heart, then hit the brakes. You hold my head underwater until I can't take no more. I wanna breathe you in, baby, but what are we fighting for?
So today at work I get to be that person because of the shitty weather that's coming. I'm gonna cover my car so I don't have to clean it off later on. That and my car takes forever to like do any sort of defrosting. So I found that the cover captures a lot of the heat from the car cooling off. So it doesn't get too horribly frosty. But oh, this will be This will be Husband Creature's first time seeing what they did to my car on the inside. I'm inherently not a dirty person, but there is a lot of dust in my existence. And my car's black interior had faded to a very blue-gray from all of the dust. And when it went to go get fixed, it also somehow, even though I checked no, it somehow got detailed too. So now it is black again, and I'm not quite sure how to handle it. Oh. Okay. Here.
A new wave of power arises. From the ashes, new heroes born. An emergence of hope upon the horizon. A sense of victory at the break of dawn. The rise of heroes. A new wave of power arises. From the ashes, new heroes born. An emergence of hope upon the horizon. A sense of victory at the break of dawn. A new time has come. The rise of heroes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get down. We're on line 71. I'm gonna go down to line 80 and then call it a day,
Rise up.
so I can give some statistics.
A new time has come. We shall rise undefeated. With sword and shield in our hands. Rise up and vanquish the enemy. The rise of
Funny enough,
heroes.
we've already done more stitches on Call Dance today than we did on Divine, even though, like, for whatever reason, it feels like I made more progress on Divine. No, I did close to 400 stitch. No, we're not even close. Maybe. I haven't hit my almighty checkmark button. And I should.
Rise of heroes.
Oh my goodness. I hate not having a thumbnail on the hand I use the most. Yeesh. Same pattern-ish. Just got one bigger. I think you might need some albuterol, like the machine going on there, one. I also think you need to let your lungs rest. Again, I'm not an MD though. I'm fully allowed to be right here, ma'am. I am now being held hostage. She sniffed me, huffed at me, and went and laid in the doorway. So I can't leave without her knowing. I have row and a half before we have hit 80 rows. 80 lines. So close to the bottom. So close. And it's actually the end of a piece of string too, so perfect. Plenty of perfect timing. Okay. And of course, oh, so of course on the last line I would have to miscount, so I can have to do things I do not like doing. Luckily, it wasn't a huge mistake. Just I got set in the pattern mindset, and it happened to be that the pattern changed. Which would be a perfect way to describe how my brain works and why I get frustrated sometimes. Is I have the pattern mindset, and then the pattern goes and changes. And that's why we have anxiety, my friends. Because you get used to one thing, and then it changes. Okay, there we go. We did 80 lines, only half a block though, so it was we did 315 stitches and we got up to 0.66%. Oh my goodness. So, I am most likely not going to be on tomorrow, just because I have so much prep work I gotta do before I go down to the craft fair. And so I will be picking back up on Monday, December 2nd, 10 to 12. We'll be starting off with Divine Instinct, and with the grace of a feather fall, we will be back on a regular schedule starting December 2nd. I'm really, really hoping. My work schedule looks normal. My life and craft fairs are over, so everything is in place for it to resume. Presents will be open for baby dragons, and I look forward to it. So just remember to drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without hurting others, and be kind to others without hurting yourself. Jules.